Hi, myself Pawan Kumar MG. In this video, we'll discuss the current electricity, and we may in this I will be focused mainly on the DC current and like what are the application. I will discuss later, like examples of DC and AC current. Also, what does the current means? How one can define mathematically, and later on we will sort out some of the problem related to what are the things we have discussed from the beginning, and like basically what does the current means. What is the current? So the current is nothing but it is the rate of flow of charge. So what it is? It is the rate of flow of charge. You have to keep in mind that it is not the flow of electron, it is the flow of charge, not the electron. So how one can write mathematically the expression is I is equal to dq by dt. Okay, generally we do write like this. So the rate at which the charge is getting changed in that particular time. So we have q is equal to ne, which you have studied in 10th or 11th class. So before going to this differential form, I will consider in a normal form that I is equal to q by t. Now we can write in different form like q in form of ne divided by t. Now it is the charge per unit time. Okay, what does the dimensional unit it has? For charge it is coulomb and the time it is second. So it has coulomb per second. This is the dimension. So one can write the dimensional formula as m0, l0, t0 and a1. Why? Because it is the fundamental unit that you have studied. Current is the fundamental unit. Next, how one can classify further this current? Like classification is done based on the nature as well as the source. So in this we have two types. First is direct current that we call as DC, and one more is alternate current, that is an AC. Got it? So what is the example for this direct current? We have seen the battery is the very good example. So the plot for this function is like constant. So we get the direct current. So I remains constant. So this is the T versus I graph. So it becomes a straight line. Got it? Where in the case of alternate current, what it is going to have? It is going to have some wave nature. So it is usually a sinusoidal wave. Sinusoidal wave. So how one can generate like this is what you see in your home basically, and this for that is a generator. You can give an example. This as the both positive and negative part. Positive part is the upper one and the negative part is the lower one. One more way we can do classify like on the basis of the time. Like on basis of time we can we can classify this in current in form of average electric current or instantaneous. One more. These are the two other form. Like for average current, like one will write I is equal to it. If a charge flow for a rate of interval like delta t, that we can write as small charge with the small time, rate of change of small charge with small time. Similarly, in case of instantaneous, what it is going to do is we want to find the charge at very at instant. Suppose the charges are flowing like this. So at this instant, we used to find immediately the what is the current in that case. So what we can do is just take as delta t tends to 0, because the time is getting very closer, means very small. So in that case, dq by dt will nothing but become dq by dt, because this is the very small charge. So this becomes very small charge. So we consider dq by dt. Now just integrate this dq by dt. Sorry, there high is there. So cross multiply with this and we get dq is equal to I into dt. Now integrate this, we get what is the charge with I into with constant I or variable I, that is I depending upon time, or it is without the time. Using that we can find. Based on this I will solve one problem. Like further going to other case, like if you find the area of I versus t plot, you get the, like this is the some straight lines example I'm taking. If you find this, you will get the what is the charge. So there is the one more advantage we can do with this. And what does the integration will tell is the area under the curve or an area under the region. Current is scalar quantity. Why it is not, it is scalar quantity? Because it doesn't follow the vector law of addition, means vector law of addition is not followed. How? Like suppose if I consider a wire like this and one more like this and somewhat one more like this. So current, it is going here, and let's consider some 5 amps and this is 3 amps. So the current found in this region is what? It is 8 amps. So one thing you have to note here is, suppose if I consider some 30-degree angle here. So one thing you have to know this here, this is the junction rule. Like sum of the current it is coming in is equal to the coming out. Means some current coming from this side and this side will be equal to this algebraic sum. 3a plus 5a will gives you 8 amps. Okay. So similarly, if I consider the case of like instead of this, I consider the 5 newtons of force in this direction and 5 newtons of force in this direction. And what should I get? 10 newtons of force. But actually, it is not following here. So here it breaks the rule for the vector law of addition. So it doesn't follow the vector law of addition. And you have to keep in note that it has both note. Okay. It has direction and magnitude. It has both, current has both the direction and magnitude. Okay. And one more other property, important property is uh, we have to know in what direction the current is flowing. The current direction of current will be in the direction of current will be in direction of motion of positive charge. Okay, it will be in opposite for the case of negative charge. Okay, suppose if I consider the area, some circuit cylinder, and this is the positive charge, and this is negative charge. So the direction of current will be, if the positive charge is moving in this direction, the current will direction will be in the same direction. Similarly, if the negative charge is moving in the opposite direction, in this direction, and the current will be in the which direction, opposite to that direction, that will be, if I consider, this will be I plus, and this will be I minus. Another thing is the slope of q versus t graph gives current. Means in some exams they will ask like q of t versus q graph, like suppose this slope will give you the what is the current. Okay, that is I is equal to dq by dt, which we have seen the earlier case. Next, I have already told that the area under the graph of, one more, area under the curve of I versus t graph gives total charge. Okay, this what does it gives? It gives the total charge. Let's go for some problems. Okay, now let's solve one problem related to what we have discussed till now. The question is 30 amps of a current flows across a section of 30 centimeters square for a 30 milliseconds. Find out the number of free electrons that passing through that area. Okay, like before doing solving any problem, like my suggestion will be, you have to keep in mind what are the things they have given. They have given 30 amps of current. uh, Write down that I is equals to 30 amps, and one more cross sectional area of 30 centimeter. Okay, 30 centimeter square area, and time 30 milliseconds. Okay, they ask you to find out the number of free electrons. So n is equal to question mark. So the thing is, you have to know what are the formulas that comes. Till now we have discussed only one formula, that is I is equal to q by dq by dt. Okay, so here they have given the constant current. So what we have to take is, just we have to do the integration of this dt into dq. So here current is constant. So what will come? I common out, dt is equal to integral dq. So integration of dt will be t is equal to q. So I is equal to q by t. So this will be applicable when the current given is constant. Okay. In one more problem, I will discuss when the current is depend upon the time, like how we used to solve this. So now let's go ahead. I is equal to q by t. What is q? N e by t. Now just rearrange the term. We need to find the n. So we don't require this term. So we no need to include this term here. There is no expression for a. So I is equal to ne by t. Solve for n. So cross multiply this with this and n. So this will be become it ne, n is equal to it by e. So this is the expression we got. Okay. Now we shall solve n is equal to I. What is the I? 30 amps into T. What is the T? 30 milliseconds. Milli means 10 power minus 3 seconds divided by E. What is the value of E? 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay. N is equal to, now we have to calculate this. So the value comes out is 5.6 into 10 to the power of plus 18 electrons. This many number of electrons are passing through 30 centimeter square of cross sectional area. So the thing you go wrong here is, um, here the power are present. Okay, the powers are present. So one thing you can do is first solve the power, because uh, in final expression it get confused. So minus 19 minus 3 get cancelled, and we will be having n is equal to 30. 30 will gives 900 into, then if it goes upside, so this becomes 10 to the power of minus 16 divided by 1.6. Now you solve this, you will be getting this expression. So this is not minus 16, this is plus. Okay, this is plus 16. So when you shift this, you will be getting 10 power 18. So the thing is, you should know the power, like it is plus or minus. In multiple choice question, you will be getting confused. Okay, now let's go for question number two. A given a current of I is equal to 3t plus 4a amps is flowing through the wire of for 2 seconds. Here t is in second. Find out the amount of charge that flowing through the wire. So what I told, you have to make note down what are the things they have given. I is equal to 3t plus 4, and t they have given t is equal to 2 seconds. Okay, so they are asked you to find the amount of charge. Now you have idea like I is equal to q by t, but the thing is, you should not put this formula, because here the current is not constant. Here the current is function of time. So that is I is equal to 3t plus 4. That I of t, that is a function of time, 3t plus 4. So now how you can find? We have the general formula like I is equal to dq by dt, right? So just do the cross multiplication and arrange for dq and iq, I dt in this form. Now integrate. Q is equal to integral I. I in the sense, what it is, what is the value of I? There it is given 3t plus 4 times dt. So here you have to take the limit. So through the wire for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds. Initially the condition was t is equal to 0. At t is equal to 0, there was some current. So for t is equal to 2, what was the current? So we have to calculate the total area. So q is equal to 0 to 2. That is t is equal to 2 to t is equal to 0. 3t plus 4 times dt. So when you integrate this, you get 3t square by 2 plus 4t, 0 to 2. Okay, substitute the value. What you get? 3 into 2 square divided by 2 plus 4 into 2. 2 to get cancelled, 6 will be there, and you will be getting up 14. This is the 14 coulomb you have got. So there is one more method you can find. Like I have told that area under the I and T, I1 T versus T graph gives you the total charge, amount of charge that is flowing through a wire. Like how we can see this equation. Okay, what is the equation? It is given I is equal to 3t. This is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of a straight line. So I will write y in terms of I, and m is 3, and t x is in the terms of t, and intercept c is 4. So I will take some 4 value here. Okay, this will be straight line from here. The one more thing you can do is here, put I of t 3t plus 4, put t is equal to 0, we get I of 0 is equal to 4. So this is the 4 when t is equal to 0. When you, for t is equal to 2, you have to find, substitute the 2 value in this, you get 6 plus 4, that is equal to 10. So the 10 value is there. At t is equal to 2, we have the value, still it is going till here. When it becomes, okay, some area 10, this value is 10. Now what is the area in this one? Will give you the q. So this look like an trapezium. So area of trapezium is equal to a is equal to half sum of the parallel side. What are the sum of the parallel side? One is 4 plus 10. Okay, 4 plus 10 times the base. What is the base? It has 2. Okay, into 2. It, this 2 and this 2 get cancelled, and you end up with a is equal to 14. So this just this just verify our answer, that amount of charge that flowing through an cross section through the wire is 14 coulomb. Okay, thank you.